Welcome to This Week in Palm Bay. I am Rosie.
And I am Buzz. We begin today with a major transition in our municipal services that directly impacts the household budgets of all Palm Bay Utilities customers.
Exactly, Buzz. On June 22nd, the Palm Bay Utilities Department is implementing a series of billing changes, including a new fee structure. If you pay your utility bills with credit or debit cards, you will now face a 3.5% convenience fee, while electronic checks will incur a flat $1.95 fee.
Fortunately, automatic payments linked directly to checking or savings accounts are exempt, meaning residents can avoid these transaction fees by setting up direct bank draft autopay. This change coincides with the department transitioning customer accounts to a standard monthly billing cycle, migrating trash and stormwater charges away from quarterly schedules.
Because of this transition, the department temporarily closed its online billing portal and physical customer care lobby from June 18th through June 21st. Normal operations and portal access resume on June 22nd, with the first monthly bills arriving in late July.
It is a big change, Rosie, but there is some good news for household budgets. Florida's property and auto insurance rates might finally be leveling off.
That is right, Buzz. Rate filings for major insurers in Florida are showing signs of stabilization. Major carriers, including USAA, AAA, and Citizens, have submitted filings requesting minor rate reductions or very small increases, offering some long-awaited relief to local property owners.
Analysts say recent state legislative tort reforms have helped reduce litigation costs for carriers. While this does not mean premiums will roll back to pre-crisis levels, it signals a welcome leveling off for the local housing market.
Definitely. Now, shifting focus to high-tech growth, the Space Coast is seeing massive federal investments and milestone aerospace launches.
We'll start with a $500 million conditional loan commitment from the Pentagon's Office of Strategic Capital to rare earth refiner Phoenix Tailings. The federal funding will support construction of a cutting-edge midstream rare earth separation and metallization facility.
That initiative, known as the Freedom Facility, is part of a national effort to rebuild the domestic critical minerals industrial base and reduce reliance on foreign supply chains. Phoenix Tailings maintains a specialized advanced magnet design facility in Palm Bay. This expansion is closely tied to Palm Bay's own Advanced Magnet Lab and honors the memory of its visionary leader, Mark Senti.
On the aerospace front, SpaceX has logged two historic milestones. The company completed its first Falcon 9 mission carrying Starlink satellites from Vandenberg Space Force Base since listing on the Nasdaq under the ticker symbol SPCX.
And right here at Cape Canaveral, SpaceX launched 3 massive Bluebird direct-to-cell satellites for AST SpaceMobile. The launch saw its first stage booster complete a record 29th flight, landing successfully on the drone ship, a shortfall of Gravitas, in the Atlantic Ocean.
The Bluebird constellation will stream cellular and internet services directly to standard mobile phones, representing a leap forward in telecommunications. These milestones highlight the growing strength of the Space Coast Aerospace Cluster, which employs many engineers, technicians, and contractors residing in Palm Bay.
Turning to local real estate and business news, Holiday Builders has been named a top 3 finalist for Best Home Builder in Florida Today's Community Choice Awards.
Yes, this is their 3rd consecutive year in the finals, after winning back-to-back in 2024 and 2025. The builder remains highly active in Palm Bay, operating projects in communities like Richmond Cove.
In the broader market, the Space Coast Association of Realtors has released its May 2026 housing report. The data reveals stable home values despite fewer transactions, with the Brevard single-family median sales price rising 2.7% year-over-year to $385,000. Closed sales declined 14%, but the condominium and townhouse sector gained momentum, with closed sales increasing 12.5%.
On the commercial side, a 99,000-square-foot industrial warehouse on Kirby Circle in the Palm Bay Industrial Park is listed for sale at $14 million. The property is currently occupied by United Parcel Service under a net lease that offers a 5.62% cap rate, reflecting strong investor interest in regional distribution hubs.
Meanwhile, local dining options are expanding. California burger chain Jack in the Box plans to expand into Florida, targeting Cocoa, Melbourne, and Palm Bay. We will monitor local planning offices for specific site plan filings.
With all this growth, pedestrian safety remains a critical concern. Smart Growth America's latest Dangers by Design report ranks the Palm Bay, Melbourne, Titusville metropolitan area as the 11th deadliest metro area in the nation.
The area registered 98 pedestrian deaths over the 5-year study period from 2020 to 2024, yielding an average annual fatality rate of 3.7 deaths per 100,000 people. The report notes these numbers are a direct result of roads designed for speed rather than safety.
It is a clear call for infrastructure improvements. Speaking of local road safety, drivers should prepare for temporary daily utility closures on Malabar Road and other local streets from June 22nd through June 26th. Pike Construction, a contractor for FPL, will conduct operations requiring lane shifts with flaggers on site to assist motorists.
In legal news, former Key Biscayne Mayor Michael W. Davey and former Stewart Mayor Thomas F. Kempenny have filed a lawsuit challenging the ballot language for proposed homestead property tax expansions. The plaintiffs argue the state's summary uses unconstitutional, biased language to influence voters.
Palm Bay officials have warned that these cuts could lead to severe revenue reductions, impacting funding for police, fire, and infrastructure services. We will track this legal challenge as it develops.
Shifting to our community desk, wildlife officials are tracking a cluster of invasive Tegu lizard sightings around Palm Bay and Merritt Island.
These large South American reptiles pose a threat to native gopher tortoises and other ground-nesting wildlife. The FWC is urging residents to report sightings immediately.
In public safety, a stray dog named Thaddeus is recovering after being found behind a local strip mall with a gunshot wound to the head. The community has rallied to support him while the Sheriff's Office Animal Service Unit investigates the shooting.
For local events, the UF Agricultural Extension Service is hosting backyard poultry classes starting July 1st. The free classes will cover bird care, coops, and municipal codes at the Ted Whitlock and Tony Rosa Centers.
Additionally, the Palm Bay Speakers Series celebrates America's semi-quincentennial on June 29th in the Council Chambers, featuring presentations by Nicolette Talley, Dr. Michael Bocco, and Marie Loeffler.
And the celebrations start early on June 25th with a free family color fun run at Fred Poppy Regional Park, complete with music, foam, and colorful activities.
We close today with a heartening story of community generosity. A fundraiser at Thrifty Specialty Produce raised enough money to feed 44 children through the Children's Hunger Project.
It is wonderful to see local businesses and residents coming together to support kids in need.
That is This Week in Palm Bay. I am Rosie.
And I am Buzz. We will see you next week.
This is the Palm Bear.